Good morning, students. We are discussing questions depending on profit and loss. So today we will continue the topic with the example. Suppose a person buys an article for 650 rupees. An article for 650 rupees. Okay. And gains 6% and gains 6% on selling it. Find the selling price. Okay, just observe the given values. After that, we will see which formula is suitable by using the formula, otherwise by using the proportion also. So just observe here, a person buys an article for 650 rupees means given that buying amount is nothing but cost price. So CP of the article is equal to 650 rupees given. Okay, and then gains 6%, percentage given means gain percent given. Gain percentage is equal to 6. Remember, if they are given percentile symbol, that is gain percentage. If rupees given, profit. Okay, I'm selling it. Find the SP. CP given, gain percentage is given. In terms of gain percentage CP, which formula is related? Yesterday only we have derived. SP is equal to CP into 100 plus profit percent by 100. This is the required formula. So here, because in the question CP and gain percentage is given and asking for SP, so this formula is dealing with SP, CP and gain percent. That's all. SP is equal to CP into 100 plus gain percent by 100. This is the suitable formula. That's it. Find, substitute all the values, find out the answer. 650 into 100 plus gain percentage is 6 divided by 100 is equal to, so actually gain percent we will write like this, gain is equal to 6% if it is percentage. Okay, then 650 into 100 plus 6 is 106 by 100. If they are given last percent, then 100 minus last percent by 100 will get, that's all. Okay, and 0 will get cancelled. 5 2s are 10, 5 13s are 65. Okay, 2 1s are 2 5s are 2 3s are. So which will be equal to 13 3s are 39, 13 5s are 65 plus 368. 689 rupees is the SP of the article. Okay. So this is simple way by using the formula, and most of the questions we will get on profit percent and loss percent only. In all those cases we will use the same formula. So for suppose if we want to use proportion, by using proportion, and next you can do in another way also. Gain percentage is given. Gain percent formula we have. Gain percentage is equal to gain by CP into 100. CP is there and gain percentage is there. From that you can find out gain. After getting the gain, you can find out SP by using the formula CP plus gain. That is also one more method. So we will see that one. R. Gain percentage is equal to 6% and CP equal to 650 rupees. We have gain percent is equal to gain by CP into 100. Substitute all the values. Gain percentage is 6. Gain we need to find by CP is 650 into 100. 0, 0 will get cancelled. 5 2s are 10, 5 13s are. So 13 into 6 by 2 is equal to gain. That is 2 1s are 2 3s are 13 2 3s are 39. Gain equal to 39 rupees. Now the value we got. They are given percentage, we got value. So now, therefore, SP is equal to CP plus gain. CP is 650 rupees and gain is 39 rupees. Completely we get 689 rupees of SP. Like this also we can do. Okay. Then after this, I'll explain how we can use proportion method. Now just observe how we can do this same question by using proportion. So any one method is enough, because if you are learning the formulas and decide which values are given and which formula is suitable, that is very easiest method. Okay. by using proportion method. How we are finding it? See, here they are given CP equal to 650 rupees and gain percentage is equal to 6%. Remember, if CP equal to 100 rupees, in case of proportion compulsory we are taking CP as 100 rupees because for 100 per percentage, in terms of percentage we are calculating 100 rupees. Gain percentage is equal to 6% when 650 rupees is CP. And then when CP is 100, gain will become 6 rupees. Okay. And in case of this, SP will be equal to CP plus gain. Yes or no? That is 100 plus 6. That means 106 rupees. And here what is SP? We don't know. SP is equal to X. So first condition. CP, when CP is 650 rupees, gain equal to 6% given. Then SP we don't know. We need to find. So I am taking as X rupees. And let CP is equal to 100 rupees. In that case, gain will become compulsory 6 rupees because 6% gain there said no, 6 percentage of 100. Okay. Then SP will be equal to CP plus gain. Yes or no? Formula. SP when profit percent or gain is given. CP plus gain. And SP when loss is given, CP minus loss. If loss percentage is given, then we need to use this one. If profit percentage is given, we need to use this formula. So SP will be equal to 106 rupees when CP is 100. So take the ratio by using proportion, ratio of CPs and ratio of SP. When CP is 650 rupees, CP is 100 rupees. CP is 650 rupees, then SP is X rupees. And when CP is 100 rupees, SP is 106 rupees. Ordered unit ratio is ordered comparison. So you need to take correct order. When CP 650, SP is X. Ratio of CP is a ratio of SPs we are calculating. When 650 rupees is there, SP is X. We need to find how much SP. When CP is 100, SP is 106 rupees. Therefore, product of means is equal to product of extremes. Simplify, find out X value. 100 into X is equal to 650 into 106. Then X will be equal to 650 into 106 by 100. So 0, 0 will get cancelled. 5 2s are 5 13s are 2 1s are 2 53s are. Just now we got 53 into 13 is equal to 689 rupees. So SP will be equal to 689 rupees by using proportion. Okay. Whenever you are dealing with proportion, just consider CP as 100 rupees and for that required value find out. Okay. Now coming to the next example. Ramesh, sold a DVD player. Sold a DVD player for 2,800 rupees. At a gain of 12%. At a gain of 12%. For how much did he buy it? For how much did he buy it? This question also we can do by using proportion, by using formula, otherwise by using unitary method. So I am using first which formula is suitable, and after that by using proportion we will see, that's all. Okay, now coming to the first, whatever values are given. Given Ramesh sold a DVD player for 2,800 rupees. Sold is nothing but selling price. So SP given. SP is equal to 2,800 rupees. Okay. Then gain percent is equal to 12%. Percentage of gain equal to 12. Okay. For how much did he buy it? Buying amount asking. That is CP equal to how much they are asking. We need to find out CP. And related to this CP gain and SP, gain percentage, SP and CP, which formula is related? Just now whatever we have used, SP is equal to CP into 100 plus gain percent by 100. Substitute all the values, find out CP value. SP we have, gain percentage is there, find out unknown value CP. So for this also I have given last formula, CP is equal to SP into 100 divided by 100 plus profit percent, that is nothing but gain percent. Here in terms of here they have used the word gain, so I am also using gain, that's all. So which will be equal to SP is 2,800 rupees into 100 divided by 100 plus gain, that is 112. So first remove this bracket, that is 2,800 into 100 divided by 112. That's all. Then do the calculations, what we will get. 250 is 2 5s are 10, 2 6 are 12, 56. Okay, 4 table it will cancel. 4 2s are 8, 32, 4 8s are 32, 420, 4 2s are 425. Then 28 ones are 28 hundreds. 100 into 25, that is nothing but 2,500 rupees was a CP. Therefore, CP will be equal to 2,500. Okay, once again observe this problem. Here they are asking for CP, and that formula related to CP, SP and gain percentage is CP is equal to SP into 100 by 100 plus gain percent. Otherwise by using the same formula, SP is equal to CP into 100 plus gain percent by 100. Substitute all the values. By doing so, we will get CP value. Okay, and then another method, proportion method. Okay, here already I told you, in case of proportion, we need to take CP as 100. Before that, whatever given values are there, just observe. SP value given, profit percentage is given. Okay, means we need to find out CP. So you need to take CP and SP. So if let CP as for first ratio, CP as 100 rupees. In that case, SP will be equal to, because profit percent 12 given, 100 plus 12 rupees. That is nothing but 112 will get. So 112. Because they are given profit percentage is equal to 12%. SP will be equal to CP plus profit. When CP is 100, profit will become 12 rupees. So 100 plus 12 is equal to 112 rupees. And When SP is 2800, we don't know what is CP. So CP will be X rupees when SP is equal to 2800 rupees. That's all. CP, SP. They are asking to find out CP. So we have SP value. Means first let's take CP as 100 and find out SP value. Then we got the four values what we need. So find out the ratio of CP and ratio of SP. That is 100 is to X is equal to when 100 rupees we are taking SP is 112. And when CP is X rupees, SP will be equal to 2800 rupees. So product of means is equal to product of extremes, then X into 112 will be equal to 100 into 2800, then X will be equal to 100 into 2800 divided by 112, same calculation, just observe. So now what we will get, 425 is a 100, 428 are 112. Then 28 ones are 28 hundreds are. So CP of the DVD player will be equal to 2500 rupees by using proportion method. And this question we can do by using unitary method also, but no need. Okay, these are the two methods. Actually, if you know the formulas, no need to go for proportion also. See, once observe how you got this SP as 112 rupees. See, they are given profit percentage is equal to 12%. And we have profit percentage is equal to profit by CP into 100. And from this we have the formula profit is equal to profit percent into CP by 100. Yes. So here profit percent I am taking, they are given 12% and CP I am taking as 100 rupees, which is equal to, then in that case how much profit I will get? Profit percentage is 12 and CP is 100 by 100. So both will get cancelled, which is equal to 12 rupees of profit. And we have SP is equal to CP plus profit. That's why we are getting CP is 100 rupees we have taken and profit is 12 rupees, which will be equal to 102. So instead of all these calculations, directly why we are writing? Because CP is 100. When you are taking 100, percentage also 100 only. Means whatever percentage they are given, that amount only will become as profit. Okay. Means for suppose profit is 6% given. Profit is equal to 6% given. In that case, if CP is 100, then profit will become 6 rupees. Then SP will be 100 plus 6, 106. Okay. If loss is equal to 6% given, in that case, SP is CP minus loss. So loss is equal to 6%, CP is 100, then loss will be 6 rupees. SP will be equal to 100 minus 6, 94 rupees we will get. Okay. And now coming to the 17th example. So it is very lengthy question. Once observe this question carefully, and this type of questions are very, very important. Example 17. Here they have mentioned that a man sold 2 cycles for 3,000 rupees each. Gaining 20% on the one cycle, gaining 20% on one and losing 20% on the other. Find his gain or loss percent on the whole transaction. Find his gain or loss percent on the whole transaction. Okay, observe here. Man sold 2 cycles. 2 cycles are there. He sold 2 cycles for 3,000 rupees, 3,000 rupees only. And he is gaining 20% on for one of the cycle, and on other cycle he is getting a loss of 20%. Find his gain or loss percent on the whole transaction. To find out that, first what is the gain or loss on whole transaction we need to find. Means whole transaction means for 2 cycles, find out separate CPs, separate SPs. After that, total CP, total SP of both the cycles we need to find, and which one, depending on the values, whether he is getting profit or loss, we need to decide. After that, profit percent or loss percent. So many questions are there. First, I am going through one cycle. So first cycle. On first cycle, what are the values of CP, SP we will find, and on the second cycle also we will find same values. After finding CP and SPs, we will find out total CP, total SP, then profit or loss. After that, profit percent or loss percent. So on first cycle, it is very clear that sold 2 cycles for same rate, means SP of both the cycles is equal to 3000 rupees only. So SP1 for first cycle, and for second cycle also SP2 also 3000 rupees. And for first cycle, he is getting 20% profit, gaining 20%. Profit equal to 20%. Profit percentage is given. Okay, and here he is given loss percent. Loss also 20% only given. Find his gain. So these only given values. Now depending on SP and profit percent, how can we able to find out CP? We need to find out total SP, total CP. SPs we can find out. SP1 plus SP2 is the total SP. For that we need to find out CP and CP1 and CP2 first of all. So we have the formula for CP is equal to SP into 100 divided by 100 plus profit percent. Yes. So that's all. SP is 3000 rupees into 100 by 100 plus profit percentage is 100 plus 20, that is nothing but 120. 100 plus 20. So 3000 into 100 by 120. 0, 0 will get cancelled. 2 6 are 12. 2 5 are 10. Okay. 6 1 are 6 5 are 30. So 5 5 are 25. 2500 rupees is the CP of first cycle. He's buying the first cycle at 2500 rupees. Now coming to the CP2, but here loss given. So in that case, SP2 into 100 will not change. Numerator is same, but here we will get 100 minus loss percent. Till now we did not get loss percent formula, but like this we must use. Actually SP2 is equal to CP2 into 100 minus loss percent by 100 will get. So we need to find out CP2. That's why I am bringing every term that side. Okay. Then what will get? 3000 into 100 by 100 minus loss is 80. 100 minus 20, which is nothing but 3000 into 100 divided by 80. 0 0 will get cancelled. 2 4s are 2 4s are 2 5s are. Then 4 1s are 4 7s are 28, 20, 4 5s are 20 and 0. Okay, then we will see how much amount we will get. 5 into 0, 0, 5 5s are 25, 5 7s are 35 plus 2 is 37. 3750 is CP2. Okay, CP1 is 2500. He is buying the first cycle at 2500 rupees and other cycle at 3750 rupees. That's why he is getting. Here SP is lesser than CP, that's why he is getting loss. And here SP is more than CP, he is getting profit. Okay. Now total SP, total CP will find. Total CP is equal to 2500 is on first cycle he spent, and the second cycle 3750 rupees, which will be equal to 0 5 5 plus 7 12 and 3 plus 3 6 6250. and total SP will be equal to 3000 plus 3000, 6000 will get. So directly I am writing total SP will be equal to 3000 plus 3000, which is equal to 6000 rupees. Now CP only more than SP, therefore he is getting loss of CP minus SP, that is 250 rupees he will get the loss. Total CP minus total SP. CP minus SP, which will be equal to 6250 minus 6000. So directly I am writing because place is not sufficient. So 2050. And now find out loss percentage. So total loss percentage is equal to loss by CP into 100. So this one, I'll write this side. Here I am writing loss percentage is equal to loss by CP into 100. Here we got loss of 2,250 rupees. On whole transaction CP we must take, that is 6,250 rupees into 100. So 0, 0 it gets cancelled, 25 ones are 25, 25 are 25 ones are 25 fours are. So 4% of loss he is getting on whole transaction. So here they are asking how much percentage he is getting, percentage of profit or loss on the whole transaction. For that sake, first we need to find out on the whole transaction what is the CP and what is SP. After getting that, depending on their values, we got loss only, CP only more. So he is getting loss of 250 rupees. Loss percentage is equal to 4%. Okay. Now coming to the next problem. Now coming to the example 18. Okay, here they have mentioned that the cost of an article goes down every year by 20% of its previous value. And find its original cost if the cost of it after 2 years is 19,200 rupees. Okay, observe the given problem clearly. Cost of an article goes down every year by 20% of its previous year value. Then find its original cost if the cost of it after 2 years is 19,200 rupees. Okay, first what I am taking, let the original cost of article as X rupees, and after 2 years it is becoming 19,200 rupees. So let original cost is equal to X rupees, and after 2 years it is becoming, its cost will be equal to 19,200 given. Okay, then let cost at the beginning of first year. This one also cost at beginning, and after 2 years it is becoming like that. So ratio of X is to 9,200 and ratio of original cost as well as after 2 years we will see. By comparing, by using proportion, we will get the answer. Cost at the beginning will be 100 rupees. Okay, CPI is 100. In that case, next it will become for the second year. Therefore, cost at the beginning of second year will be, see, it is beginning of first year is 100 rupees. Then it is given that it is goes down every year by 20%. So second year actual value 100 goes down means minus 20% of its previous value. That is previous value is 100. So 20% of 100. So 20% of 100 is 20 only. 20 by 100 into 100. 100 will get cancelled. 20 will remain. So that is 100 minus 20 rupees, which is nothing but 80 rupees. Is the cost at the beginning of second year. Cost at the end of beginning of third year is nothing but end of second year only. Yes or no? So end of second year we want. Therefore, cost at the end of second year will be equal to 80 rupees minus 20% of previous value, that is 80 rupees. This is cost at the beginning of second year is nothing but cost at the end of first year. That's what I am writing. Instead of third year, beginning of third year, I am writing end of second year. Why? Because they are given end after 2 years, value of article at 2 years, after 2 years given. So after 2 years only I am finding, which is nothing but 20% of 80 find out. That is 20 by 100 into 80. So 0, 0 will get cancelled. 0, 0 will get cancelled. 2 8s are 16. 80 minus 16, 64 rupees. 80 minus 6 is 74. 74 minus 10 is 64. Okay. Then at last we got for 100 rupees, we are getting 64 at the end of 2 years. And for X rupees, we are getting 19,200 rupees. So by using proportion, we will compare. Original cost, ratio of original cost is equal to, that is X is to 100 is equal to ratio of the cost at the end of 2 years, that is 19,200 is to 64. That's all. These are original costs. So here I will write ratio of original costs is equal to ratio of costs after 2 years. So original cost is X and at the beginning cost I have taken as 100 rupees is equal to, after 2 years 19,200 it became, and after 2 years we got for 100 rupees 64 as the value. Now by using the proportion you need to find out X value. X into 64 is equal to 100 into this one. So X into 64 is equal to 100 into 19,200. So do simplifications, what will get? X will be equal to 100 into 19,200 by 64. So do the calculations. Here I am doing 100 into 19,200 divided by 64. 4 16s are 4 25s are. Again 4 4s are. 4 4s are 16, 32, 4 8s are 32, 2 zeros are there. 4 1s are. 4 1s are, 4 2s are. 12 into 25 we must do. 12 5s are 60, 12 6s are 72, 12 5s are 60, 6, 0, 6 is there, 12 2s are 24, 24 plus 6 is 30, and 2 zeros we have, so 30,000. 30,000 rupees we got. Okay, means cost at the beginning is 30,000 rupees. And remaining example we will see in the next class.